expect a tight checking game. I think when you look at both hockey clubs, both have strong goaltending. Both teams are in the top 10 in the league as far as goals against. We're in a battle with the Bruins for first place in the division. We trailed them. This is the last meeting against them in the regular season. So this is a good opportunity for us, hopefully, to gain some ground. So 2 points are huge for our club if we hope to catch them.
For a team that you match up with so well, how do you keep them focused on the 2 points and maybe not some of the extracurricular stuff that goes on?
I don't think that's a problem. I think our team understands the importance of the hockey game. I think they know that we have a good rivalry against the Bruins. We've had tremendous games against them, and when you look at the exception of one blowout, maybe 8-6, all the other games have been really tight checking and low scoring games.
What are your thoughts on Mark Recchi's comments? I'm sure you've seen or heard them about Pacioretty possibly embellishing the severe concussion. You guys trying to get Chara suspended. Your thoughts on that?
I haven't read Mark's comments. I don't read the media. I think I have enough responsibility with my team, and whatever I don't control what the opposition says, and I know what the importance of our game, and that's all my fault.
They saying this like your team is not built to play sort of the rough and tumble style. So I mean, in trying to leave a message, it's pretty clear as to what you guys want to do tonight to establish presence.
We're here for the 2 points. Like all the incidents happened before. To be honest with you, it wasn't even a subject of conversation in our meeting this week. We talked about how we should play the penalty kill, the power play, and their tendencies. And let's face it, people might say it's rough and tumble. We're still 4-1 against them playing our style. In the game that we lost, it was 8-6 here. If we would have played enough good defense, we probably would have won it because we got 4 power play goals out of their penalties. So we can't change what we're doing. That's how we had success.
Even though you said that you didn't discuss previous incidents or games, was there discussions from Jacques or Pierre about the conversation that Gary Bettman had at the GM's meetings in preparation for this game?
No, that's for them to go. I mean, the points are too important at this time of the year, and I don't think anybody wants to do anything stupid and get a 10-15 game and start missing parts of the playoffs. So we're expecting them to want to win tonight because they put us 5 points behind and they win. And from our end, we want to come in within 1 point of them and try to catch them. So that's our focus, and that's what it's going to be.
Don't know whether you heard or read Recchi's comments from the radio yesterday, but regardless of if you haven't or not, the gist of him, he's questioning the integrity of Canadiens management and the medical staff that diagnosed Max. So how does that sit with you?
It's surprising from a guy that's been in this organization before, but whatever, we're not worried about that. They can say whatever they want. We're not here to debate. That's off-ice stuff. We're worried about what we do on the ice, and whatever they want to say, he wants to say. We don't really care.
You've been around long enough to know. Does it feel like gamesmanship to you? And what Marchand said at the last game at the Bell Center there, when he accused the Canadiens of being like sort of a small hit-and-run type of team?
We play the way we play. We're a fast team. We're good on transition. They're built for a certain way of playing. We're built for a certain way of playing. And like I said, we're 4-1 against them, so we're confident in our abilities. And they're a very good hockey team. And we've had to have the best of our games, the best of everybody in this room to beat them. But having said that, we know we've had success, so we're not going to change the way we're playing.
Is there in trying to lead a state, considering the 2 teams could be facing each other in the first round?
Yeah, I think that's as you get later in the season, these games mean more and more where you establish yourself in the playoffs. You don't know who you're going to be playing, but it's an important road game for us. We want to try and send a message on how we're going to play and try and dictate the game as much as we can, as opposed to having that.
I don't know if you've seen or heard Mark Recchi's comments on the radio station about maybe Pacioretty's concussion was embellished by the Canadiens organization. Perhaps it was an attempt to get Chara suspended. Your thoughts on any of that stuff?
I don't have any thoughts on that.
Without actually seeing he's questioning the integrity of management and medical staff.
Well, we had a player that was pretty seriously injured. If you're saying anything other than I hope he's well and hope he's getting better, then I don't have time for it.
Can you guys be physical? And I know the 2 points are paramount, but can you guys go out there and be physical, send a message, and still go out there and win the game?
Well, I think the whole idea is the way we play is a physical game, but it's a smart game. It's a high tempo game, and we want to establish that game and be tough defensively, but try and force as much as we can on them and play in their end as much as we can. And I think that sends a message more than anything else.
Max, in the organization, what he suspects was embellishing Max's injuries. How does that sit with you, where he's questioning the integrity of the team and medical staff of the Canadiens?
Well, I mean, you never want to question anyone's injury, whether he's on your team or another team. I mean, I have a ton of respect for Rex. He's a good friend of mine. I think I think the significance of Patch's injury is we know as a team. He broke his neck. It's kind of hard to mistake that. And as far as the concussion, I've had a concussion before, other guys. I think you do whatever you want to do to try to make yourself feel better. You're living in a fog for that time, and whether it's headaches or just dizziness or whatever it is, you do whatever you can. It's a horrible process. Ask anybody that's gone through it. So if he wanted to go to a movie, that's his prerogative. The kid was out cold on the ice for 4 minutes. I think everybody in the building thought he was dead. I don't think you can question those kind of things.
What does it say about the rivalry that's kind of talk is even being thrown about? I mean, it seems like it's stuff that's reserved for playoffs, not necessarily regular season. It just seems like a different atmosphere to call something like that into question.
Again, I have a ton of respect for X, and I think with those kinds of injuries, you don't question it. I mean, the concussion is probably it's a bad part of it. The broken neck is pretty scary. As far as that comment, I would give him a chance to speak. I don't know if you guys spoke to him this morning or whatnot, but as far as what Patch needs to do to get through a concussion, I think you do whatever makes you feel good. And if going to a movie to kill an hour and a half of your day makes you feel better. I've seen guys, they have a concussion and they're reading a book on the bus. Like it goes through different phases and different stages, and you do whatever you want to do to make yourself feel better.
What are you anticipating tonight on ice in terms of what sort of tempo we're going to see, tight checks, things like that?
I think it'll be a great game. I think it'll be a ton of emotion. They have a great team. We're confident about our team. There's a lot on the line, not just in the standings, but just between the rivalry and what's happened. I expect it to be a